Here's to bourbon. Here's to Kentucky. Here's to a world raising glasses with me. 49 countries, 6 continents wide. One Kentucky moment, glasses held high. Cheers! World Bourbon Toast. From coast to coast. Glass in your hand, wherever you stand. World Bourbon Toast. World Bourbon Toast number 31, top 40. Classic!
Did not put the crowd in there. Before we get started, let's
The music.
I mean, you know, we try. Thank you, Suna. Let's play this first to give us a little more context.
Coming up here very shortly, you are going to participate in the world's largest bourbon toast.
We're live streaming for Bourbon and Beyond, where we're attempting to pull off the world's biggest bourbon toast with everybody here at the festival and with you at home. We'll be streaming live every hour leading up to 4:40 Eastern Time when the big toast happens.
So, everybody, please raise your glass. Let's make history. To Kentucky bourbon. Let's make the world's largest bourbon toast. Cheers.
All right.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Was
Yes, that explained everything, but I do have to say,
go.
placing at number 31, World Bourbon Toast from Lewis. Thank you.
Little budget, big impact.
Yeah.
Gaffigan, Banks, Governor Beshear, Terry Bradshaw, ball player. I met him once. He's a character. He's exactly who you think he is. And I mean that as a compliment.
Yes, why everybody else gave us 3 minutes to talk. I think he talked for 35 minutes, and we had to edit it down to 2 minutes, which was tough.
Yeah, former life, I covered the NFL's 100th anniversary of their Super Bowl ad, the one that started with Marshawn and the cake, that one. So he was there, and
just a great guy, and
he's a great
all
guy.
The time in the world. It's a great interview.
Very chatty. Yeah, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on. Is this like a Guinness thing? Is this a Guinness record? Did you all do that?
Not officially. We're trying to turn heads and see if we can get that kind of attention. But yeah, that's essentially what we were going for. We figured out what the record was, and our aim was to beat it.
What was the record? Oh, wait.
The record was out of a Boston ballpark
for bourbon,
and it was a toast in general. World's biggest toast, and I think it was 30,000, 35,000, and we had 50,000 at the Bourbon and Beyond, including the live stream audience. So we combined both of those audience. So it was kind of a hybrid toast around the world.
The crazy thing is to get a Guinness book that was over our budget.
well, ergo, little budget.
Guinness, it's like $30,000 just to
really
one there. Really? Our budget to do it wouldn't have. Yeah.
Oh, Kyle, new business line for us.
No kidding.
Yes.
The
Indie Agency News Book of Records.
We'll start at 10,000.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, how did this all come together? Because it's just such an amazing gathering of everybody for a singular purpose. What spurred people to take part in this, aside from bourbon?
Well, this was our second year doing this. When we initially did this, and we still had the same idea for this past year, but we knew that there's this built-in passion for bourbon, similar to, Doe Anderson was talking about with their Maker's Mark. That is just a built-in passion. And we also know that bourbon brings people together. So that was always sort of at the core of what we're doing with the World Bourbon Toast. But this past year, we wanted to sort of one up what we did last year. So the inaugural toast in 2024, that was the longest toast. And so this year we said, hey, we want to do the world's largest toast. And coming out of the 2024 toast, we actually had Bourbon and Beyond, which is based in Louisville. They saw and they were like, hey, we want to be part of this. Like, what do we do? So we got on a call with them and they were like, well, what do you guys want to do? And we said, well, we want to get on your main stage. We want to get everybody out there and just really bring the world together around America's only original spirit.
Yeah.
How'd you get Elizabeth Banks?
So yeah, I mean, so
she's
again,
fantastic.
A testament
she's the best.
Oh yeah, a testament to Bourbon and Beyond. In addition, they were like, "What do you want?" Name it.
Oh my God. What do you want?
Yes, they gave us every wristband there was, and they said, "We'll give you access to any of the musicians that are playing." And the celebrities, if they'll accept that. And so they put us in contact with everyone's people. And we, for a lot of these celebrities, we didn't know we were interviewing them until 5 minutes before. We were on the other side of the festival. And
That's
they
the way
said,
it
if you
works.
can get behind this stage
Yeah.
in 5 minutes, we'll give you 5 minutes with her.
Yeah, that's the
We're
way it
grabbing
works.
our microphones and we're running and we're pairing them phones with the microphones while we're running.
Yep.
And we slide in there and here she comes out of the trailer right on time and steps up. And Jim Gaffigan was the same way. Just again, we didn't know until minutes before for a lot of these musicians and celebrities.
Kyle's buddies with Gaffigan.
Meaning I interviewed him once and hung out afterwards with him. But yeah, I mean, he's
Again,
really
great
become
interviews.
known. He's really become known for being a bourbon guy. I mean, so I mean, I think the last special wasn't it at a distillery or at an event. So I mean, he's known for it. So I mean, getting all these people must have been just a great kind of get for everyone. I mean, and you got the governor, you got Terry. I mean, it's just an amazing lineup of people that wanted to be a part of this thing. So
yeah, I mean, listen, Vice President Beshear. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Oh, wait, oh gosh, okay.
Whoa, boy. Did I say that? Oh my gosh. So the Kentucky Distillers Association. I mean, this is such the billions and billions and billions of dollars that this industry generates for Kentucky. I mean, it is absolutely through the roof. On the one hand, that's like obviously, clearly, and we all know that's with any client, we always have a huge responsibility. But you also noted that they are affording you a lot of flexibility. So aside from the World Bourbon Toast, what are some other aspects of this relationship that you value the most?
I sort of going off of what Jennifer was saying with our Rush Lux clients, Revive Light Therapy, excuse me. The trust they have in us is just immense. From the get-go with the KDA, we've been partnering with them for almost 3 years now, or just over 3 years. And we've done a lot to help really rebrand the Bourbon Trail and really elevate it. And we've got them to see those investments that they've made are starting to really pay off. The last 2 years, the overall tourism and visitation numbers have just been skyrocketing. I think this past year we were at 2.7 million visitors coming to Kentucky for the Bourbon Trail specifically. And the Bourbon Trail plays a huge part in that, making sure that, because when we talk about tourism, we are not just competing with, the different distilleries. We were competing with Napa. We're competing with Hawaii, other really big bucket list destinations when it comes to tourism. And the KDA and the KBT has the opportunity to really make sure that, Kentucky is at the forefront when people are considering where do they want to go, where do they want to spend their valuable time, limited time off. And I think we've been able to make the case that there's a lot to learn and discover in Kentucky around not just bourbon. Obviously, that's a lot of what we're doing, but across the entire Commonwealth. You know, you've got the horses, you've got great culinary avenues and landscapes there. There's way more than I think a lot of people think when they hear, oh, I'm going to Kentucky.
Right. Where do you start in Lexington, or do you recommend starting in Louisville?
There is no stop and start.
Yeah,
it's
no. I know, but if someone do you, your preference, would you end in Louisville or would you start in Louisville?
I think everybody on this call would have a different preference.
Yeah,
and that's what's great about it.
I asked.
Yeah, me personally, Bardstown is amazing. That's where you're going to find makers and. But again, I don't want to speak for you, Nick. So, do you have a preference on your favorite?
I think Louisville is a little more bang for your buck. You got Whiskey Row there. It's the greatest concentration of distilleries on the Bourbon Trail right there.
Yeah.
But I think I really am excited about the northern region. There's a lot of exciting things happening there. It's also closer to my home state of Ohio, so it's
little Covington.
Yeah, Covington.
And the western region, to that point, Nick, is I grew up in southern Indiana, kind of southwest. So the western region, you're going to find like really small distilleries that not a lot of people know about. And so that's the kind of great thing about the bourbon shows. You make it your own and you go find bourbons that not a lot of people know about and end up being kind of brand loyalists that way when you get to go meet, especially with smaller distilleries, these master distillers. It's something that you may not be able to do at a larger distillery.
Right.
Yeah. It's very, very true. Anyone have anything else to add?
I just want to point out again, emphasize what Nick was talking about with the trust with the client, but also, since Ellen's on the phone, our leadership here at Lewis, we had 2 pitches. We had to go to our leadership and go, okay, we've got this idea. It may not work. And then the horrible words, which is, and they don't have a big budget. And then, we get to, and we don't know if, we've never done anything like this. And then we get to go pitch it to the client So to have 2 sides of that trust to say, go do it.
Yeah.
Again, Jennifer here brought it up with Rush Lux. It's like being able to just go to them and say, we've got this kind of nutty idea, and have that kind of support is great. And then on the client side as well, it's amazing.
Cool.
We love it.
To add to that, you can only do that when you have great people that you trust wholeheartedly. So there you go.
There you go. Makes all the sense in the world. Ellen, Tom, Jennifer, Nick, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations. Yeah, 2 for today. All right.
3 for. We got
3 for. Yeah. 3 for. Yeah.
We're excited.
I can't count. Arts major. All right. Thanks so much.
So thank you.
Yes, of course. All right.
Yeah.
Don't give too much away. Jesus. Oh my God.